Hi felters and crafters, my name is Philippa and welcome to my trip to Wonderwool Wales 2025. I have been so looking forward to this for a long time. So Wonderwool Wales is held at the Royal Welsh Showground in Builth, Wales. This is Builth, Wales as we drove through it. The place we were staying was about half an hour past this. And Wonderwool Wales was first started 2006, so it's been running for a long time, and it was to promote Welsh wool and, you know, small wool fibre producers, and it's just grown and grown. So we stayed the night on the Saturday night, the night before. I wanted to go on the Sunday because I thought it might be a bit quieter in the morning for videoing. We stayed in this gorgeous lodge. This is called Swinnynant Lodge near Brecon, and I mean, it is one of the best. I've recently stayed in a hotel in the Lake District, which was stunning, but this is one of the best places I have stayed in, and they are fully booked till September. So if you did want to get in there for next year for any dates, get in there early. I loved that lamp with the rabbit, but look how gorgeous this place is. And we managed to get it for just one night. I think now it's got a minimum of 2 nights, but kind of did book it because it's got this. It's had a hot tub out the back, but it has 2 bedrooms. So if there were, 4 of you going, it would be a really good price. But look, you get everything you could possibly want. We had chocolates on all the beds. We had dressing gowns. We had slippers. We had enough towels. We did meet, it's Ryan and Lee, I think it is, and they were just finishing up because we arrived a tiny bit early, but they have done this place so well. Look, there's all the wood you could possibly need for the fire. Everything is thought about. Everything's done. There's a little stream out the back. This is the actual noise from the stream. It was so peaceful. We were really quiet. There was nobody near us. Bathroom, I know people like to just see what the bathroom's like, but we had a bath and a shower. So it accommodated everything, and the decor was fantastic. We've got Dachshunds, so that was good. Oh, a beautiful hamper with all this gorgeous food in. But I have to say, I mean, the table was laid up for us. I've never had that at a place that we stay at. The embroidery on the serviettes of the name of the place, it was so well done. I'm just showing you the fridge, probably a bit boring, but look, it had spices all there for you. Washing machine, freezer, even a pet first aid kit, because I think you can take dogs there. I don't know how many, but look at this. Favourite British recipes, and they were just so cute. Dairy recipes, Scottish recipes, and Welsh recipes. So many little things that were so well done. I thought my slippers went really well with the floor. So I had a cup of tea in the hot tub. That's the kind of life I live. But again, how peaceful is that with the birds? And I didn't imagine it would be quite so relaxing there, but it was great. So I did a bit of crochet, and you can see we had plenty of room. And then we went to go and eat in Brecon at this really lovely pizza place. It's called the Proper Pizza Company Limited. It's mostly takeaway, but they've got 2 little tables in there. It's like the smallest pizza restaurant you could sit in. They think that's going to be their claim, but it was a fantastic pizza and so popular. And then we lit the fire later on that night. Next morning, how lucky are we? We had blue skies. A lovely drive there. So like I said, we were about 25-30 minutes away. Went across the moors, the Brecon Beacons, and of course I got my obligatory sheep shot. So I made my husband stop so we could just film them. And then this is over the bridge at Builth, Wales, which is where the showground is. So walking across, it's so well organised. I've got my empty bag ready to fill up. And there weren't many queues on the Sunday. So like I said, Sunday's quiet. Got my show directory. Popped inside, just showing you the wheelchair access is really quite good here, nice and wide and open. And I did chat to a few ladies about whether it was good for wheelchair access, and they did say it was very good. And here we go. And we're at the start, so let's go round and I'll show you some of the stalls. So first up, we're going straight into it with Janet and Bluebell, who I have visited before. and she does some beautiful things. She, her camper van is called Bluebell, so that's why it's Janet and Bluebell, because she travels around the UK in her camper van. So she creates textile craft kits and hand spun yarns. She dyes them herself. So these are just a couple of her kits. This is the tree weaving kit that I did a while ago on my channel if you were looking for where to purchase them. These are cute. These are embroidery threads sort of framed up with a bit of knitting. I thought they were really just sort of cute display items. There's another one there. Then she also has, these are crochet basket kits, and it's really nice because the base of them, and there's the price, £25, but the base of them is hard, is solid. So I think that's a really nice way to sort of design a little basket. And then she's used lots of the locks around the outside too. A knitted cowl, but I like the way again that she's used the locks. So just sort of combining all the textures. These are just some of her other locks that she has. This is a kit. Now that's the bigger version, so this is a smaller version of it. This is a hooking sort of kit, you know, where you pull the wool through, and it's a dry stone wool. Really unusual. I've never seen that before. I like the way she had put some of these tops on these wooden sort of bat things. There was a little bit of spinning going on, so I'm really interested, and this is Janet, so that was lovely. Next up, this was just one of the guilds opposite, and this is the exact spinning wheel I've got, so you can see I was keen to go and have a look and see them all spinning and how it should be done and ask them lots of questions. But it's quite nice because there was a couple of guilds there, so you could chat to them about things, and it was lovely to hear that this is a good spinning wheel for a beginner. Next up, Pigment and Ply, who, go and look at their Instagram, stunning, really stunning colourways. This is Jessica, and she is an indie dyeing company from Essex. She is inspired by her sketchbooks and by classical works of art, but yeah, she's got some really stunning colourways. I sort of have shown you some of them. I know because I don't knit. I do crochet, so I'm really into my wool yarns at the moment. But, you know, do go on their website and have a look. She's got some really good collections and sort of monthly group things that you can sign up to. This is a boucle or boucle yarn. I don't know how you say it. I've been really tempted to sort of do some crochet with a boucle yarn. But look at the colours, they're really lovely. And this was her sale table. So that was Pigment and Ply. Next up is Bellica Yarns. Now she does have some hand-dyed yarn, but she also does the most amazing project bags and a really good price. And I had to have a good look through. So Bellica Yarns, and this is Laura, she's from Bristol. But look at all of these, and so really autumnal colours, hairs, every sort of design that you would want, she probably does one. So this size was £16. There's a puffin one, really nice. And then she does some bigger ones for £26. So if you purchase project bags, that's a really good price for project bags. And it's lovely to have a look through and see all the designs that had little hairs on it. And then you could sort of mix and match as well. So there's the gnome one again. And then she also did some smaller sort of notion bags. So again, you could mix and match them together. And she obviously does some hand-dyed yarn as well. Next up, so that's Bellica Yarns. Blue Fern yarn is next up. So if you watched Ali with Little Drops of Wonderful, you would have seen her open her advent over Vlogmas from Blue Fern Yarns. And I think we were all inspired by that. It was a really lovely advent kit. But this is Shannon, and she does hand-dyed yarns in a range of bases. She also does some knitting and crochet kits. She had a load of minis there as well. Look at this really impressive showstopper. And then I do remember her from other shows because she's got all the little jumpers all knitted up or crocheted up. I think it's knitted. And then this is just examples of some of her wools knitted up in different patterns. I did have a look at some of the labels, but they were printed so small that it was really hard to video them all. So this is the Whitmore sweater, which I've seen a lot of other people sort of create at the moment. But that was Blue Fern Yarns. So lovely to have a look around and meet her. Next up is Sardines for Tea, who, if you watch me at other wool shows, you've seen them. These are their new kits, Wilf the dog and Chloe's Isla Bear kit. So I had to show you their new kits. But some of their old ones, Ned the donkey, absolutely adore Ned the donkey, Raph the giraffe, Edgar the zebra. There's a theme here. This seagull kit, you can make 6 birds out of that, so that's really good. Ronnie and Reggie the fox. So yeah, Sardines for Tea, that's Claire, who does knitting kits from West Yorkshire. So definitely worth having a look at if you like your kits. This is wool decanted, which I loved the essence of how they presented everything. So it's sustainable and unique wool. They use unusual breeds such as Polworth, Romney, Black Shetland sheep, but they call it a vintage 23, and they call their wools blends, just like wine. So I just really loved the way they have presented everything. So I had to show you wool decanted, beautiful colours as well, and nice natural breeds. Then this is the yarn artist, and this is Joanne from Chester, and she does art themed or inspired yarn. Now I had quite a long chat with her. This is just sitting down the front, and then this is going around to her Monet collection, which was just to the right. And I was going through it and I was like, oh yes, I do know you. Yeah, so she's got some great Instagram posts, and I remember seeing it all, and just to sort of show you how doing these Instagram themes and things, it really does work. I did remember it all. This is the Folklore collection. And then the next one is the Evermore collection, which I adored the colours in this. You'll see with me when we have a look at what I did purchase, there's a bit of a colourway going on, but look at the colours in that. This is the Sophie scarf, so that's that colourway knitted up, very popular scarf that people are making at the moment. Then looking at some more crochet blankets, this is 10 minis for £44. It's lovely to see them all selected out for you. The Peter Rabbit collection, look at the colours. Oh my goodness, the Flopsy Bunny colours, stunning, really, really beautiful. Back to the Monet collection here. And just going down, I think this scarf, so we've got another crocheted blanket just underneath. These are the things I really like to see and touch and feel when I'm at a yarn show. This is Starry Night, which you'll see in a minute, just to see how the colours have been picked out. And then this is another, I think she said it was a knitted blanket. I thought it was Tunisian crochet, but I think she said knitted. But there's the Monet colours sort of pulled down from the picture, so really beautiful. And then this one is Paint Box Threads, and this is Zoe from Herefordshire, and they have hand-dyed fabrics and threads, but just to show you all these colours. These were little mini skeins, and I could literally have just bought them for no reason because they looked cute. Look at the colours in that. So if you want some threads, this is the place to go, but also boucle yarn, I'm not sure how to say it. So £3 each or 5 for 13, so you could choose whatever colours you want. So some more boucle and then some fluffy yarn wool as well, but aren't they beautiful? So Paint Box Threads. So this is Gary Jones Ceramics, which is obviously Gary. Look at these. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen him before. He's from Herefordshire, and he makes quirky ceramic animals to make you smile. And they did. And ceramics and locks, I was just like, this is fantastic. So I had to go and talk to them. Look at all this, everything you want. It's sheep, cows, hares, owls. It's so beautiful. So he does big pieces and he does do smaller pieces. So I did get something. You're going to see if you can guess when we look through what I got. But ceramics with wood, just so clever and quirky and unusual. These bigger pieces must take him ages to make, but look at these sheep with the locks. I mean, it's just so perfect. Then he does these smaller little pictures. I'll show you some more in a bit. It was really hard because of the reflection to try and see them properly. These are guinea pigs. Look at these guinea pig faces. They're so funny. Highland cows. So Gary Jones Ceramics, like I said, down in Herefordshire. But some really unusual pieces. Badgers. So nice to see. Just really well thought out. The fact that you can buy these smaller pieces too. Nice owls. And then this big owl piece was at the side. I thought this was really impressive. And it's looking down at a mouse sort of coming out of a tree. So lovely to see. Bird Street Yarns. Now I follow these guys. It's Claire and John on Instagram. I follow them and they have some fantastic Instagram posts. So I recommend following them. Hand-dyed yarns, variegated, tonal, speckled in all sorts of bases. There's one of the speckled. I love their branding as well. It's super simple. So they are based, oh, I can't remember where they're based. I'll have a look. But some lovely minis put together. I adore seeing all of these items. They are knitted up. I'm not a knitter. One day, maybe. Loved that colourway. So I think that's using the zebra base, and the zebra base is this is some of the zebra base. You can see the stripes in it. and I think it's a really unusual base. It's something I haven't worked with at all, so I'm going to have a look. This is Pebbles on a Beach. I think I've bought Pebbles on a Beach without the zebra base. Kestrel colourway. But yeah, this is the one I think that scarf was knitted up in, which I thought was a really lovely colour. And so we had a look through all of their yarns. There's some more. I was really impressed with the zebras. But I also like seeing, this is the socks. They've got some of the socks made up with different sock patterns. That's my aim, maybe next year, to actually knit some socks. I've bought the needles. I just need to find someone to help me. But yeah, I had a look through some of the made up items. This is a beautiful, is it a cowl? Which John gets out and shows me properly in a minute. I was so taken with it, and I'm really upset that it's knitted, but I do love looking through all of the patterns and seeing all of the colourways knitted up. But yeah, look at the colours in this. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So John got it out and showed me, and it doubles up. It's a double twist one. I think I would really wear that. What I want to do is make wearables that I will definitely wear in colourways I really, really like. But that's a Stephen West knit, I think, maybe one day. Then walking on, we had John Arbon Textiles, just to show you it was getting busier. Probably about an hour and a half has gone by now. John Arbon Textiles has a massive stand every year. It's absolutely huge. And then this is Wecky Wool or Weckeye Wool. I don't know how you say it, Tanya. I'm really sorry. I could buy everything on Tanya's stand if I had all the money in the world. So this is art yarns, which is kind of what I want to do. And I know I might have to get a bigger spool thing in order to do it. But see how she's got locks and she's twisting them together, and then I would use them as fleeces for my sheep. But I adore her pieces. And there's also Farm Crafts, who I follow as well, who wasn't there this year. And she's got some lovely pieces. But the colours that she puts in these with the locks and the way she does them, I just think it's so well done. So, I mean, you could just wear them as, like I said, necklaces in the past, but these are some of the plain bases, which I have used for sheep's wool previously. This has got, it's knitted with the fleecy bit at the top, which I thought was really interesting. And then you can also do weaving with it too, so it gives you really unusual weaves. But she had so much stuff in there. And I forgot to get you prices. So £16, I think they range from 10 to 30. So £30, because obviously there's a lot of work. Now I've got a spinning wheel. There's a lot of work to do these pieces. So that's Weckeye Wool, and Tanya, do look her up if you like her wool. So next up, we're just going to have a little bit of music so you don't have to listen to me waffle on too much. See you in a minute.
Into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But will be no hard goodbyes, thank God we're civilized. Beyond our separate ways as we fade into grey. But I still miss the way you used to feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. Did what we could, my friend, but now we're at the end.
So next up is Barn to Yarn, which is Keeley from, I think it's Hertfordshire. And for those of you that followed my Vlogmas, I had the most fantastic advent calendar from Keeley with daily fibres and locks to open up, and it was a really good price, so thoroughly recommend her advent calendar. She's going to be doing another one this year. But she does art bats, rolags, natural locks, hand-dyed locks, raw wool, handmade finished goods, Viking shawls, rugs, all sorts of things. These are the bats. They're beautiful, £12. Look at the locks. They're so clean, lustrous, colourful, everything you need for your needle felting, wet felting. And then the natural locks too. Look at this for a nice bundle of natural locks. BFL, little bag. I think that's 50 grams. I think the price is about £7. Do I pick it up? Yes. So yeah, definitely everything you need, and it's a lovely small business. These are her new dreadlocks. Now I'm not sure what you'll be doing with them. Do let me know what you think you do. Do you put them into scarves? Not sure. Again, look at the colourway. Perfect for forest pictures, and lots of smaller bundles too. Pretty much any colour you want. I definitely recommend you go and have a look at her website. So that's Barn to Yarn and Keeley. Next up is Adelaide Walker, based in Ilkley in Yorkshire. So it's not far from me. I do hope to go and visit them. Let me just read what's in their booklet, because fabulous British fibres, exclusive blends, handmade spindles, spinning accessories, washboards, needle felting tools, carded wool, wheels, looms, books, dyes, and Ashford equipment. Lots of stuff they have, and they always have a nice big stand at most of the wool shows. Look at these tops, really good price, all bundled together. I think they're about £14 for 500 grams. Lots of natural colours, so really great if you were making some sheep or any sort of natural animal colours. £10, there you go, 500 grams, so great price. And then they've obviously got the coloured blends too. These are little weaving wheels, I suppose you call them. Then they do some looms, loom kits. These were just decorative things that they'd done. They're not kits, but they look so good. These are some beautifully made drop spindles by, I'll show you the name of the company in a minute, but they sell them through Adelaide Walker. Northern Spindles, but very, very beautiful wood. So Fernhill Fibres and Fleece. So I bought a fleece from them 2 years ago. So they do a lot of natural fleeces, and they do them in smaller bundles. I think most of it's raw. I'm not sure if these ones are washed, but if you're looking for natural fleece and fleece colours, I should have got that one, black lamb's wool. I think it was quite brown, but everyone struggles to get a nice black curly wool. But look, combination ones there. So I bought, these are whole raw fleeces. And so you buy the bag, all the bags have the prices on, just to show you in a minute roughly how much. So you can just sift through. So 1.9 kilograms for £38, but look at the locks in that. But you obviously do have to process it and wash it. So Fernhill Fibre Farm, and there was some needle felting there, which was nice to see. A couple of little hares, so they've been keeping busy. And I also saw an emotional support chicken. I've just made one myself. Check out my vlog for my emotional support chicken. Now, this is Ali Scott along with Sarah Fisher, who's a felt maker. So they kind of share a stand. So this is Sarah Fisher's felt making. And then Ali Scott, I showed you last year with her stunning, stunning pictures. And it was lovely to see them all again, to see the style. So she's based in Wales, and she creates very vibrant paintings based on Welsh landscapes from around where she lives. Her stand was really popular, lots of people looking at it, some gaps, some sold. But yeah, I'm very impressed with her work. I mean, the locks and the detail, So beautiful and so well done. You know, you sort of you think you can do this. You think, yeah, look at it. Yeah, look, I could do that. No, it's a lot harder than it looks. And I love that hair one. I think that was there last year, or she's done quite a few. And these chickens were from Sarah from her felt making. Look at that. Look at the sheep. How good they look. So yeah, lovely to see Ali Scott again and the detailing in all her pieces. So this stand is, for those of you that recognise him, this is James from James Makes Yarn. He's from Gloucestershire and he makes hand-dyed yarn specialising in bold and bright colours. Now that jumper at the front we'll go back to in a minute. And at the heart of his brand is inclusivity, being open and welcome to all. But this is the soft yarn which you saw earlier. I think it's superwash merino base. But yeah, look at James's colours. I saw him at Yarndale last year, I think it was, and yeah, I just love his stand. It's so bright and cheerful. He's got samples made up, always lovely to see. And look at this little unicorn he'd done. But yeah, so that the jumper he's wearing, which he was chatting to some of the ladies about, was just one skein and then you use lots of scraps, so that was lovely to see. But this jumper here was made with that super soft wool, which you might see in my haul. But yeah, it's so soft and beautiful. So next up is Lucy Locket Land. And Lucy is from Sunderland and they do knitting and crochet kits and along with wools and all sorts, but beautiful kits. They also do these mugs are new, and I watch Crafty Clegg and she's got one of those mugs. But yeah, the kits are adorable. I wish I knit. Oh, another emotional chicken, but then look at this, a mini emotional support chicken. But so she does some minis and some yarns, but the kits I think are so outstanding. And look at this. Oh, I wish I could knit. I probably have said that quite a few times already, but that's a mushroom hot water bottle kit. And then this kit is for mushroom socks. How absolutely perfect. So this stand is Brockwood Cottage Studio with Minty Baker, and she actually watches my channel, so that was really nice to chat to her. She does, she's a felt artist painting with wool and stitch, and this was her first time, I think, at a big show, but yeah, definitely her first time at Wonderwool Wales. And you know, she was doing really well. She had sold some pictures. She was so happy she had come, but her pictures are lovely and huge and just beautiful wildlife in them. Look at this hair picture. This had sold, so that was so good for her. And yeah, it was lovely to meet her and chat. And then we were felt wildly with Lulu was here. Don't forget, everything you need for your needle felting needs, Felt Wildly is the one for you. Tons of kits, tons of wools. You definitely have to go there if you're looking for anything to do with needle felting. And they are normally at all the big shows. They've got kits from Anna Potapova, from the Lady Moth. That is the Romeo that I actually made, and he's still going strong. And then lastly, we are at Chakra, I think that's how you'd say it, with Kay. She's from Kidderminster, and lots of hand-spun mohair and wool supplies. This was one of the most colourful stands, especially with the black backdrop. Again, those are the dreads, so really interesting to see. They do craft packs, skeins, but they also do some needle felting, and there was some art bats being spun. So you can imagine me, I was in there asking questions, and they actually knew the channel as well. So it was lovely to talk to them. So yeah, look at this. You have a great big spool on there. But look at these needle felted fairies. Looking so good. And then I found a load of sheep at the top, colourful sheep, but their wools are obviously perfect for these colourful sheep. So yeah, so sweet. And some beautiful fairies too. So that was Chakra, and Kay runs Chakra. So definitely go and have a look at their site if you're after some really colourful locks and skeins and wools. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Should have bought that one.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets, and yesterday has gone to sleep. All that's left is you and me. I can promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me, and let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night, and time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by, tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is grey, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise, I think I'll let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same, I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know all of my problems. I know. Where did it go? The feeling of thirst, desire to be a rock in my heels. I'm numb as a poison, flows in my veins. Guess I got used to.
And there we go, all finished walking out, just to show you sort of how busy it is for the food stands. Everyone I've mentioned, I've put their names on the screen and I'm going to list them down below. You can just put their names in Google and you should get their businesses come up. Go to Wonderwool Wales show directory if you're having trouble, or just put a comment down below. And here we are, going through the Welsh countryside on the journey home. So I hope you enjoyed that walk round. I had a really fantastic time there, but I do have an admission to make. I failed to make it to Hall 3, partly because I had run out of time and partly because I didn't read the brochure properly. I thought it was mainly seating, and actually they've Wonderwool Wales had put out a little short on Instagram saying don't forget Hall 3, because I think other people may have not seen Hall 3. So I think I missed out about 25 stands, which I'm really disappointed. And also there was the VE Day, the longest yarn celebrations of knitted themes and statues and everything to do with sort of celebrating VE Day. So I'll put a couple of pictures up here. I know that the longest yarn will be touring around the country, so it will be at other places near you. So I'm sorry that I missed that, but yeah, I was walking for 4 hours solid. I didn't have a break, I didn't have a cup of tea, I had nothing. So when I hear people say they'll be doing 2 days there, yes, I could easily see how 2 days would be about right. I could have spent a lot longer there, but I still had an amazing time and met so many lovely people. Now, I did make some purchases, so I'm just going to show you those now. So first up, I've got a gift from Gary Jones Ceramics, which was the stand with the ceramic animals to make you smile, which they certainly did. Did you guess correctly what I got? I didn't get a Highland cow, but I did get this beautiful owl, and he's actually signed it. So that's a really nice little picture frame gift, and it was £20. So I was super happy with that. Next up, I have got this skein from Bird Street Yarn, and it's Kestrel colourway, zebra sock, 80-20, 80% merino, 20% nylon, 4-ply, and it was knitted up in a sort of little shawlette there. So you could tell I was really taken with the zebra colours. I'd like to try and crochet something with that. So very happy with that one. And then again, like I said, these are out of order. Hilltop Cloud. So because I'm doing my spinning, I really wanted to get, this is 75% Corridale, 25% Lotus. Price, it was £14 for 100 grams. but just a really nice colourway. It's got sort of quite a light fleck going through it, and I'm going to try and spin with that on my little spinning journey that I've got at the moment. Then we have a barn to yarn. I couldn't resist getting some locks, 100 grams, I think, no, 50 grams, I reckon, not sure, but £7, I think they were. But the greens for me are always going to be useful for sort of any of the pictures I do with trees in it and mushrooms and things like that. But I mean, all the locks were beautiful there. So I couldn't resist, so I had to get some locks. Let's put those there. Next up, which was probably not no, there was one other thing that was before this. The Yarn Artist, so hand-dyed yarn, and her stand was really nice. This is Taylor Swift Evermore collection, which I did show you briefly. 100% superwash merino. DK, so double knit. I am kind of getting there with my knitting terms, but yeah, again, fantastic colourway. And I think you're kind of seeing my colourways coming out and what I like. They're all quite similar. And then let me show you. So this I got from Antidote Yarns and Designs, and I did show you them. Claire, so scan for the website. But this is Yarn is the Remedy. Yes, that's really good. And look, she's even got her code on there, so that's good. So this is hand wash only. Yes, it's forest shade, but it's 100% superwash merino. And I saw this on a couple of stands. Someone else had it. It's like a plaited, I don't know quite how it's done, but it kind of looks like chained or plaited. And it's so light, so soft. And she had an item that had been knitted up with it. You can really see the plaits there probably. But it's so soft and I couldn't resist it. And again, just beautiful colours. That I'm thinking was about, I'm sure it was about £20. Did I say the price of Taylor Swift? I didn't. I think that was probably 19. So really pleased with that one. Then I also got, now this is Angela Barrow Textiles, but it was from Adelaide Walker. So I don't know if Angela is Adelaide Walker, but it's hand spun by Angela. Merino Shetland and mulberry silk noil. Noil is sort of a byproduct of the wool industry. But yeah, £16 and it's DK. And I just, again, really loved the colour and the textures in it. So just to show you, it's got a few flecks of lavender in it, which is, I thought was really unusual, and white. So very, very pretty. So that's that one. Let's put that there. And then I also got from Bellica Yarns, I got the Puffin project bag, and it's got a really nice interior. And it's got a little boxy bottom, so it will stand up. It's not massive, but this one was £16, but I really liked the design, so super happy with that. And then last but not least, I went to the Camel's yarn, which really, do you know, I shouldn't even go there because I will end up buying something. I love, and I've mentioned this before, I love her branding, the way she does everything. So she's got this beautiful sort of material with inspired by Cornwall on it. And then she's got all the information. It's called At Tide's Reach is the colourway. Greens, blues, not really browns, but quite sort of pale blues there. It is, so 70% alpaca, 20% silk, 10% cashmere, non-superwash, 100 grams, 400 meters, and they're the same dye lot, and they are so soft. I mean, that is soft in a different way, but these are super soft. So I'm imagining, because of its makeup, washing would be a very, very careful thing to do. But yeah, super soft. So happy with them, and they were easily, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing £20 to £21 each. So, and that's the Camel's yarn, who I just love all her colourways. I would have shown you that. So that's my little pile of goodies. So that's everything I purchased from Wonderwool. I have been saving my money for a while. I'm looking at the pile here now because so much stuff, but I'm really pleased with it. I distinctly didn't go to any wool shows recently. Like there was one at Leeds, which is just down the road from me, and I was like, nope, I am saving my money for Wonderwool. So I'm so pleased I did. I was also going to have a look and see if I could sell there next year. Sorry, just bang the microphone. And I think I would love to apply there. So it'd be great if I get in. I'll give it a go, see what happens, and try and sell my needle felted items there next year. The stands look really nice, really big stands. It's really open. Obviously we had great weather, so it was quite warm because I did Yarndale and crafts in the pen last year and it was freezing. I will link the Yarndale video at the end if you'd like to know what it's like exhibiting at one of these things, because it is quite an event and it's lots of work and it's quite good fun to see what goes on behind the scenes and how much you sell and things like that. So I'll link that video at the end. But I would love to know what craft you do, because I do get extra people, because I'm a needle felter mainly and I do crochet and I've just started spinning. So I'm going to be talking about that, my journey with spinning as well. And I do feature crochet in some of my studio vlogs, but these videos get different people in and I'd love to know what craft you do. Just write down what craft you do in the comments. Just write crochet, knitting, anything, just one simple word or two or three, whatever you do. I'm always intrigued to see, and then I know what stands to sort of show you. So that's everything. I'll link that Yarndale video. Thank you so much for watching and being here, and do subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.